let's have now our continuation on the interpolation. Okay, but this time we will be focusing on decile. Okay, we will be using the same problema para mas madali natin mas madali ngayon yung ano. So we will be using the same data. Okay, so the ages of the members of a certain organizations are, so these are listed here already. And then this time we shall be looking for the first decile, the third decile, and the eighth decile. So, yeah. So, hindi natin binura o hindi na natin binaltan. So, since we're using the same data here, so, ganun pa rin ang process, okay? So, i-arrange pa rin natin yung data natin from lowest to highest. And ito na nga yun, okay? Then afterwards, since ang focus natin ngayon is decile, so alam naman natin, inaral na before, na yung decile, hinapin natin yung buong data into 10 equal parts. So, ang consideration natin sa positions ay siya. So, from the first decile up to the 9th decile. So, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, 6, 7, 8, hanggang D9. Okay? Pero hindi natin nahanapin lahat kasi tatagal tayo sa lesson. So, mako-concentrate lang tayo in looking for the first decile, the third decile, and the 8th decile. So kung mapapansin nyo, halos parehas lang din yung formula. Maiiba lang pagdating sa denominator. So we will be using the formula P times A plus 1, ganun pa rin, all over 10. This time our denominator is 10. Kasi nga, natin nga ang data into 10 equal parts. And we will be using the, since we will be using the same data, yung value ng A natin is still equal to 12. Okay? Umpisa na natin ngayon sa unang hinahanap, which is yung first decile. So for the observation, for the first decile, that would be 1 times 12 plus 1. Diretso na natin. Okay, all over 10. Yan. So, okay. So that would be 13 divided by 10. So we will be now having 1.3 as our answer. So 1.3, ibig sabihin, it would be between the first observation and the second observation, but not necessarily in the middle. So kasi 0.3 lang naman ang natin. So interpolate, okay. Okay, our first decile right now would be 1. Okay, kung yun nasa first observation, okay, yun nasa first observation, plus, okay, yung 0.3. Yung 0.3, yung magiging difference kung nasa second at saka nasa, difference, so hindi subtraction, at saka kung nasa first observation natin. So, yan. Okay, 1.3 lang naman, so ito ayan, nasa gitna ni 29, nasa pagitan ni 29 at saka ni 30. Pero hindi eksaktong gitna kasi hindi 0.5, 0.3 lang ang kailangan natin. So, first observation is 29. 29 plus yung 0.3 o yung 30%, yung difference ni second at saka ni first. So 30 minus 29. So, yan. So, magiging 29 plus yung 0.3. O, 1 lang naman ang difference. So, automatic yan, 0.3 din. So, 29 plus 0.3, that would be 29.3. So, yan yung first decile natin. So, it will be somewhere here. Yung first decile natin. Yan. So, yung first decile natin will be 29.3. Yan. It will be somewhere here. Yan. So, nandito lang siya. It will be somewhere. Ito yung buong linya. Somewhere here. Yeah, so nandiyan siya. Okay? So, wala siya sa mismong gitna kasi 0.3 lang naman. Okay? Yeah, so nandiyan siya. So, yun yung ibig sabihin niya. Okay? So, let me erase this right now to focus on the next decile that we will be looking for. Okay? Yeah, okay. So, this time, let's up now the third decile. Okay? So, for the third decile, ang ating observation would be 3 times 12 plus 1 all over 10. So, 3, wala naman tayo pwede simplify. 3 divided by, 3 times 13 divided by 10. Yung 3/3 ni 13. O, eto, pwede na, dito, pwede nyo i-calculate na lang ito manually. Hindi pala manually yung pwede mentally, pwede nyo i-multiply. you'd like, or bahala kayo, calculator ninyo. Okay, so para lalabas kayo dito, our observation is on 3.9. Yan, so parang 30 times 0.3 kasi nasa 3.9. So, sabihin, nasa third observation. Yan, so dahil 3 yung whole number dito, tapos yung susunod niya, so 1, 2, 3, it would be between 33 and 35, but not necessarily in the middle, basta in between, nasa pagitan, okay? So for the interpolation, okay, for the interpolation of our third decile, that would be on your third observation plus, kukunin natin yung decimal dito, okay, that would be 0.9 or yung 90%, yung magiging difference yung nasa fourth observation at yung nasa third observation, yung difference ng dalawang ibig sabihin ngayon. Okay, dito naman, kung bibilangin natin ang third observation natin, ito is 1, 2, 3. So that will be 33 plus, kung kukunin natin yung 0.9 or yung 90% yung difference nung dalawang nang dito kasi in between, nasa pagitan, 35 minus 33. Yan, okay? So, magiging 33 plus yung 0.9 ngayon, yung difference. So, that will be times 2. Yan. Okay? Yan. So, magiging, okay. Ito, pwede itong compute na lang manually. So, 33 plus 980. So, magiging 1.8. Yan. Okay? So, 1.8. So, add lang natin yung dalawa. So, 33 plus 1.8. That will be 34.8. And ito ngayon yung ating third decile. Kung medyo takanjoin natin ng konti, so, yan. Yung pagitan ni 33 plus 35 kung isa kasi medyo limited konti. So, pwede ngayon yung ating third decile is equal to 34.8. Okay? Yeah. Let's have now our third. Then, bukayin ko muna to. Let's have now our Let's continue now with sa decile pares. But this time, let's have now your 8th decile. Okay, so for the observation of your 8th decile, okay, that would be, okay, so 8 times 12 plus 1, ganun pa rin, all over 10. Yung iba, ginagawa na dito, mula dito sa formula na to, sinisimplify na nila. Pwede naman yun, okay? So, ito magiging 4, ito magiging 5. Para mas madaling compute kung compute sa calculator, okay? So, that would be now 4 times 13 divided by 5. Yung iba, hindi na nire-retain pa niya, pero wala namang kaso yan. Then, from there, pwede nyo compute manually. Mag-scratch paper lang kayo or kung pilitin sa calculator, pwede rin naman. So dito naman, lalabas kayo ng observation natin ay nasa 10.4. Kung mapapansin nyo, lalampas ulit ng 10. Okay, hindi eksakto sa 10 position. So it will be between the 10th and the 11th observation. So ibig sabihin ngayon, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will be between 55 and 58. So, nasa gitna ng dalawa ko yan. Okay? So, para na sa interpolation, okay, for your 8th decile, that will be equal na to, okay, so ang nasa 10th position natin, so that will be on the 10th position, plus, kung lang natin yung decimal, yung 44 o yung 0.4, nung difference nung nasa 11th, at saka yung nasa 10th, observation. So that would be, okay, yung nasa 10th observation natin is 55. 55 plus yung 0.4, okay, kasi yun yung decimal na nakuha natin dito. Yung magiging difference is 58 at saka ni 55. So lalabas na yun dito sa would be 55 plus 0.4 times 3. Yan. So 4 times 3 is 12. Ito may decimal. So nasa 55 plus 1.2. 1.2. Okay? So, after niya, yun. So, 55 plus 1.2, that will be 56.2. So, ito ngayon yung ating 8 decile. So, kung tatansyahin natin, 0.4. So, hindi siya lumampas. So, medyo malapit siya sa gitna, pero hindi siya lalampas ng gitna. So, ipagpalagay na natin kung dito lang siya. Yeah. So, nandito ngayon yung ating 8 decile, which is equal to 56.2. Yan, 0.4. Hindi 1 ang hindi na 0.5. Yan. So, yun. Kompleto na natin mula first decile hanggang dun sa 8 decile. Di ba na natin kinumpleto? Tatlo lang pala hinanap natin. First decile, third decile, and 8 decile. Sa pagkuha naman ng ibang deciles, ganun din. Okay? Susundin lang natin itong formula nito. Okay, so this time, let's have now the percentile. Okay, so last na ito. We will be using the same example. Babaguhin lang natin yung questions. Okay? Alright, so dito ngayon, let's have down your percentile, okay? So, same pa rin siya. Measure of position pa rin siya, but this time, yung ating data ay hinapin into 100 equal parts. So, we will be considering 99 positions. So, from P1 to P99. So, we will be using the same data here, okay? Same group data. Okay, ina-range na rin natin from lowest to highest, tulad din ng kanina example natin. But this time, we will be focusing on percentiles, okay? So, after arranging your data from lowest to highest, the next thing you have to do is to look for the percentile position kung saan siya hahanapin, okay? So, for the percentile position, okay, ang magiging formula naman this time, same pa rin sa numerator. P times sa quantity k plus 1. Ulitin ko, sa ibang libro, or siguro sa ibang resources sa hanapin nyo, mababago lang yung formula nito. Minsan, ano yan? Kn plus 1, sa iba naman, Kp plus 1, ano, okay? Pero ay same ng idea, okay? All over 100. Okay, 100 na yung denominator kasi nga, hinapin ito 100 equal parts yung ating data. And then, since we're using the same data here, kung nagpanginoon natin, yung number of observation is 12. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pa rin tayo. Unahin muna natin si P35. Okay, yung pang 35 percentile. Okay? So, ang observation pa rin natin would be 35 times 12 plus 1 divided by 100. Yung iba dito, sinisimplify na agad yung 35 over 100. Pero ako, wag na lang muna para hindi nakakalito. So, i-ano pa lang natin yan. I-remain na lang natin yan. So, that would be 35 times 13 divided by 100. Yung iba dyan, isosolve to manually, pwede rin naman kung kaya. Yung iba naman, kukompute na lang ko sa calculator para mas mabilis yung pag-compute. Just to find the observation. So, lumalabas ngayon dito, ang ating observation ay nasa... Okay, so dito ngayon, lalabas ngayon ang ating observation ay nasa... kukompute natin na nasa 4 point... Okay, kung tama ako, nasa 4.55. Yan. Nasa 4.55. So, lampas ulit yung fourth observation. So, ibig sabihin, lampas ulit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, it would be between 35 and 37. Andito siya ngayon. So, nasa pagitan ni fourth observation at saka ni fifth observation kasi nga lumampas tayo. Okay? So, for the interpolation of your 35th percentile, that would be your fourth observation, nasa fourth tayo, plus, kukunin natin yung decimal ngayon, yung 55% o yung 0.55 ngayon, yung magiging difference nung nasa fifth observation at saka nung nasa fourth observation, yung difference ng dalawang yun. Okay? So, magiging, okay, ang nasa fourth observation ay si 35 plus yung 55% o yung 55, yung 0.55, yung difference ni fifth at saka ni fourth. So, 37 minus 35. Kasi nga nasa pagitan nga nila. Nasa pagitan nila ang ibig sabihin kasi nun. Okay? So, lalabas ang pagitan. So, lalabas ngayon, magiging 35 plus 0.55 times 2. Yan. times 2. So, 55 times 2, magiging 55, magiging 110, 1.1. So, magiging 35 plus 1.1. Yan. So, nasa 36.1. So, ang 35th observation or 35th percentile natin ay 36.1. Okay? So, tansyahin na lang natin. So, ang 0.55, medyo lampas ang kalahati. Pero, ganyan lang. O, yan. Yan na yun. So, ito ngayon si P35. Ang 33, which is 36.1. Okay? Yan. Ito na yun. Okay? Yan. This time, okay. Last na to. Okay? Pakain lang natin. Okay. So this time, let's have now the 85th percentile. Pero hanapin muna natin kung saan observation. Okay? So 35th percentile sa 2D. Hanapin muna natin 85, sorry, times 12 plus 1. Okay, 12 dahil there are 12 observations here divided by 100. Sabi ko, yung iba, simplify na to. Pero dito, wag na lang muna. Okay, para mas madali. So that will be 85 times 13 divided by 100. Yung iba, nakakalculate to. Yung iba, isosolve to manually using scratch paper. So, lalabas dito ngayon ang ating observation ay nasa 11.05. Lampas ulit ng pang 11 observation. So, ibig sabihin, it would be between the 11 and the 12 observation. It would be between 58 and 64. Okay? At not necessarily again in the middle kasi hindi naman 0.5 yung lumabas. 0.05 nga eh. Nasa 5% yun siya. Okay? So for the interpolation ulit tayo. Interpolation. Yan, hinihingan na ako. Yan, for the 85th percentile, that would be equal now to, okay, pang 11 observation tayo dahil nga nasa 11 yung whole number plus yung 5%. So 0.05. Okay, hindi 0.5 hindi 0.5 ha, 0.05. Nung difference nung nasa 12 at saka 11 observation. Ibabawas natin ito. So, lalabas ngayon, ang nasa 11 ay si 58 plus yung 5% o yung 0.05 yung difference ni 64 at saka ni 58. Kaya 58, 59, 60, so 1, 2, 3, 64. So, ano sa 58 plus yung 0.05 ni 6. Yan. So, 30. 30. So, magiging 0.3. So, 58 plus 0.3. Yan. Divided. Hindi naman 30. Yan. 0.3. So, nasa 58.3. Yan. So, medyo nasa 0.5. So, dikit na dikit. So, sabihin na lang natin ang dito siya. Kasi, hindi pa nga siya lumampas ng 1%. Eh, ang 10% ng 0.1 or ng 10%. So, medyo dikit siya kay 58, nasa 58.3. So, ito yung ating 85th percentile, nasa 58.3. O, dikit na dikit siya dito kay 58. Okay? Dikit. Hindi nga lumampas na 55%. Yeah. So, ganito ngayon yung pagkuha ng measures of position using interpolation. Mas accurate or pinaka-accurate kasi sa lahat si interpolation. Meron kayong makita ibang methods, pero kasi si interpolation in terms of yung pinaka-eksakto niya na position, ito talaga yung ginagamit natin. Okay, so sana makatulong ito sa pagsagot ng inyong mga activities kung ano yung pinagagawa sa inyo ng teacher niyo. Okay? So, have a good day. Goodbye!